Hello YouTube, Hoosier Archer here. This is the fourth edition of the Sunday Stump. First off, we'll start with the odd fact that I heard Friday, which I can't believe I'd never heard before. Almost every poem of Emily Dickinson's can be sung to the tune of the Yellow Rose of Texas. I told a friend of mine about that, and she said she heard it in high school English class. Well, I did a little bit more research, and I also found that a goodly number of her poems can be sung to the tune of the theme from Gilligan's Island. And she didn't know that, but just an odd thing that I thought was interesting. Had about a 5-hour window to sleep last night. It was on each end of that. It was too hot to sleep, but for 5 hours it was. I'm not going to say it was just right, but it was cool enough to sleep. I hope that trend doesn't continue. It's enough to drive you to distraction. On the EDC front, a couple of things I wanted to talk about in EDC. This is considered opinion, okay? I thought about this. This isn't just off the top of my head. This isn't just knee-jerk reaction stuff. In your everyday carry first aid kit, which is usually just a boo-boo kit, you should probably have some aspirin, some Imodium, some allergy relief medicine, and some naproxen, an anti-inflammatory, or some other anti-inflammatory. I think they're all pretty obvious as to why. Also, some, aside from just the, Benadryl, but some antihistamine, because if you get a bee sting, you crush an antihistamine and rub it into the bee sting, because bee venom is a histamine, so antihistamine fights it, counteracts it. Also, on the EDC front, I have decided on my personal EDC that I will no longer carry a keychain survival kit. My keys will simply go in my pocket, and I will keep my survival gear other places, my backup survival gear other places. The reasons for this is after 20 years of doing it, all of a sudden I've started losing things off my keychain. And I don't know why it's happened. In one case I do know why it happened, because of the ill thought out connection situation of the Schrade flint, where 1.5 inches down from the top, off, set in and off to the side, its lanyard connection let most of the tool have, use leverage against that, and I think that somehow in daily setting and getting in and out of cars and sitting in chairs and getting up and things, just constantly got caught on things and worked it, and finally it popped off. That's supposition on my part, but I lost several other things and have no idea why they came off the keychain. And rather than lose any more things, we're just going to change the way we do it. I've never lost anything off my last ditch necklace, but I only wear my last ditch necklace when I'm in the field, so I'm going to come up with an urban EDC necklace that I'll have a few things on. And I also lost a 120 decibel titanium whistle, but I know where I lost that and I know when I lost that. It didn't dawn on me at the time that I lost it, but when I saw it was gone, I knew where it happened. It happened in the park. the, the, the whistle dangled down from a little chain that it was on the keychain, and I think it went through the slats of a park bench, and the chain was insubstantial. And when I stood up, I think it got caught in between the slats, or on the slat of the thing, and it didn't even slow me down. I never felt the resistance. It just popped off. I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. But anyway, I'm not going to be carrying backup survival gear on my keychain anymore. I've also had my keys come off of the carabiner that I carried my keys on, and I was lucky enough to find them about 3 feet from my front door. I don't know how they fell off, but therein lies the reason that I'm no longer going to do that. You do what you want to do, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put stuff in my cash caps and my other hats. I've decided I will probably use some Velcro connections on the inside of hats that don't have pockets, and some small strips of Velcro to put small pockets rather than sew in the hat, just the kind that adhere and then you use them, is a possibility. I'm considering that, plus the urban necklace. On the personal front, I have decided that I need to change jobs. Suffices to say, it's not the job, it's not the work, it's my coworkers. If I don't change jobs soon, I'm going to kill somebody. Not really. But I'm just going to walk out rather than hurt someone. So don't quit a job until you have another job. So I'm going to be doing that. I've already been told that I will be hired at this one place if I get my application in. I was already interviewed, and she was going. The manager was going to hire me, but when she looked on the website, she couldn't find my application. So I simply have to reapply, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. I can't do it today because I have to go to the library and use their computer, because I can't access the company's website properly from my mobile devices. And currently that's the only way I connect to the internet, is my mobile devices. Therein lies the problem with mobile devices. They don't give you the same access as a laptop with actual internet connection. You can do the things that the vast herds of people want to do: stream video, stream music, do web searches. I have found that you will not get as many hits in a web search on a mobile device as you will on a computer. You won't see as much content, and you'll see more ads on a mobile device. Just putting that out there. Well, I think that might do it for this Sunday Stump. I think I need to go make some breakfast. I just finished my coffee in the first take of this video, which I decided not to use because I went farther afield than I wanted to. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to talk about before I go? As a matter of fact, a lot of canned goods now have these pull tab tops, so you don't need to use a can opener. I am pretty sure that that type of can does not have the shelf life of a regular use a can opener to open a can. There's too many points that can fail. So go through your pantry and or your long-term storage, and if any of the cans have the ring to pull it and rip it open. Put those to the front. Use those first. I had some cling peaches in light syrup that had that ring, and when the can, because it's been hot, the can swelled, and when it swelled, that seam popped. There was that little bit of swelling was simply from the heat. There wasn't any spoilage going on. But when that popped, that let air in, that let bacteria in, and what's that funky smell? Well, so if you're going to put something away for long-term storage, it should be a standard can that requires a can opener to get to. You can use the short-term pantry items can have the ring, the pull-tab type openers. But long-term storage stuff shouldn't. That's just my opinion, but like all my opinions, it's a well thought out opinion, or as they say, a considered opinion. Well, God bless, happy trails, and watch your top knot. Keep cool.